Welcome back to the show, fam. Still in Paris on the NFT conference, but I'm coming to you because I've got some stuff to talk about. And one is that the market is pumping. And most importantly, I told you about it. So I literally told you about it yesterday, 2 days before today. So like 2 days ago, I told you that the bottom is in. I made a show and I explained it to you that the bottom was completely in and you can take long positions with exact stop losses and whatever. Then I told you yesterday that the reversal has to happen. We completed the pullback and we have to see that happen. And if that happens, we see the pump. And this is exactly what happens. So if you pull up here, you'll see this is what I tweeted and I said, trading in the game of probabilities. I have not seen a perfect textbook face melting high probability setup in a lifetime. If price doesn't do what I think it will, I will question everything. And I retweeted it today and I said, thank you for playing, because this is exactly what played out. Now, there is one thing that is bugging me, and that is climbing up a very slow way, which usually indicates that there is liquidity building up. So if you look at this here, usually you have to see like some kind of strength in the chart for you to confirm that this is really happening. And so we're going to discuss on today's show if this is really what is going to happen. Are we really going to new highs? Are we going to all-time highs? How you should position yourself? What I'm really doing right now with the longs that I took on the bottom with you, and I'm going to bring you some other news as well. So it's not a user setup. It's a little bit different, but I'm here. I'm dedicated. I really have dedicated my life to helping you throughout the market. And if you follow the shows, you know this. If you don't, well, I'm Fefe, and this is what I do every single day here and on the 100x Club and on my X. There's a link in the description to my X account, and if you don't want to miss stuff like this and you actually want to trade and you actually want to make money in crypto and navigate the market, this is the place to be. So go down to the description and smash the follow button. Other than that, guys, I would truly appreciate it. It's so crazy that I see about 6,000-7,000 of you watching the shows, even though it's not live, and it just shows me that it's worth doing this. So if you like this and appreciate this, please just smash the like, smash the like button. It would truly help. Let's get into the show. So, very important. Number one, this is the time when everybody will start telling you that, oh, the bottom is in, about 2-3 days later. And that's fine, and the bottom is still most likely in, but you have to pay attention to levels. One very important thing is, the basic idea behind this, what I explained, is the following. We do have a massive retrace to the 50%. And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because this is why you have turned on notifications on my X profile. This is why you read every post that I made, because this is exactly what I helped you with. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. But markets retraced 50%. This push was insane. We had a 50% retrace, and from there we have a recovery. And this is exactly what happens every single time on every single chart and every single bull market. Okay, so if you look at that, the reversal happened here when we had a higher high for the first time. And after having a higher high for the first time, we retraced due to CPI and inflation data all the way down to the bottom of this range, which is still within the reasonable range. So it was absolutely fine. And from there, we saw a V-shaped recovery. Then what happened is we came back again, 50%. And this is what I tweeted. And I said, we need to see this form because there is just no other way, and I'll question everything. So this is still good. The bottom is still this 304 trillion region, but big but. Again, if you follow me next, you already know this, but I said I do not like that this pushes a slow grind, and we might see a rejection here to revisit the discount zone down below the recent low, but that is just to add liquidity above and confirms the breakout higher. But this is where you really get screwed, because you're going to go onto YouTube and all the influencers are going to tell you that this is the perfect time to long and go all in 20x, and it's not. Because what can really happen here is that we're coming into a rejection zone, kind of a rejection zone. I don't really think this is a very strong rejection zone for a couple of reasons. People will tell you that it is because it's double tops and whatever, it's just a retrace. No, because this level did not break a new low. So this here did not create a low. Therefore, this is not a strong level. Not even talking about the fact that it's trendline liquidity or double tops or relative equal highs, as I like to call them, which is strong liquidity. But I do think what can happen is that we are going to see and revisit these lows down here at 3.09. Why? Uncertainty. There is a Russia-Ukraine talks today. There's inflation numbers. There's still earnings. Like all the stuff that is going on can cause this to happen. Plus, we don't know what the plan of the market may create smart money. So we need to see how that unfolds. Here's what I'm looking at. Very bullish scenario. No, ultimate scenario. Let me say ultimate scenario. I told you about it down here. I said 3.45 trillion. It's going to happen. Okay, so this is the target up here. Massive face melting bull. move, 10% move, 8, 9, 10% move in total, probably 20% in tokens. That's the ultimate target, okay? Before breaking 303, which is a very good risk reward. Ultimately, this is the target. But the way we get there does matter. Why? Because if you take a 20x leverage long position here and we take these lows at 3%, you got liquidated, okay? So what I want you to focus on is the following. If you look at this, you can say this is a retrace to some kind of high. For us to confirm that the retrace is happening, we need to break a low, and that would be down here at 3.15. Until we break below the 3.15, except if we take liquidity here, which can also happen like a wick. But until we close below the $3.14 trillion mark, you can long, no problem. If we break below the 3.14 trillion mark, most likely we are going to get a retest. The question is where? Do we get a retrace here to the 50% down here at sub 3.14, and then we see a higher high that would unfold something like this? Higher high, and then again you can get into a long again. Or we are revisiting these lows because the market is not ready for the ultimate push. And in that scenario, what can happen is that we wick through here, consolidate, and go higher. Why would that still not be bearish? Because this level did not break a new high. Very same scenario. This level did not break a new high. Therefore, this level is not a strong level. This can still be a liquidity sweep just below. People get, again, you get chopped up, and it's still within our range that we need to see break. So ultimately, what I think could happen, I closed some of my positions here because I took them literally down here. Down here. This is the place where I loaded up, and I told you on X on the shows. But so when you look at this, I took some positions here because either I want to see a confirmation, a close above, then a retest, then a move on. This would be the ideal scenario. Again, I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm a trader. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I want to see a close above these two levels, above the 3.2 trillion on the 1 hour and possibly the 4 hour chart. And that happens, I will wait for a 50% correction, 50% retrace to the 3.14 trillion-ish region, and then add to my positions for the next leg up. Otherwise, what can really happen is that we reject from here, we come down to the 3.13, 14-ish, form a higher high and move on, or we target these lows. And now this is the time when the noobs will come in and be like, so that means you don't know. No, that means that I'm preparing for 3 different scenarios, because if if you're looking at someone who says that they know what is going to happen, they are lying to you, okay? So these 3 scenarios, 1, I'm not doing anything other than the fact that I closed some of my positions here because it does make sense. 2, I'm waiting for a retrace here on the daily, possibly London manipulation. If we don't close below the 3.14, I'll add to my positions and just target the 3.45 trillion as I said. Otherwise, what I'm going to look for is I'm going to look for a break below this low sweeps. Fantastic buying opportunity. Everybody will panic. We're going to start loading up here. We're going to wait for a 15-minute market structure shift and see a high for there. So this is what I'm looking at. This is what the market is really doing. I hope that you guys have taken the positions. I'm up massively on most of my positions, and I'm pretty confident that you are as well. It's worth following me again on X. I can't come here every single day, especially here on conference here and there. I can't do this every single second of every single day. So I can give you this update. You can grab onto this and you can know what is really going on. You can go into my X, you turn on post notifications. I would recommend you turn on notifications on posts and not all, because I do a lot of replies as well. So just make sure to turn on for all, and then you will be notified if I take any position, if we break below 314, and then keep in this mind, you will be able to navigate the market as well. There's a bunch of other news that I wanted to talk about that was interesting. Usually I do this, if you follow the shows, you know that, but I didn't do it because we didn't really have time. But there was some stuff that is worth talking about from yesterday. One is GameStop considering investing in Bitcoin and other crypto. Now, the GameStop, you know the saga, you know what happened. If you don't, watch the Netflix documentary. It's incredible. But GameStop went like 25% in no time when they announced this. Again, it's a little bit of dot-com bubble kind of vibe. I would not get involved, but this is something news that was happening. Grayscale's application for spot Dogecoin ETF has been officially recognized by the SEC. Again, this is a move forward. There's a high probability of a Doge ETF being approved, which is kind of crazy to me, but it can happen. Bukele met with Michael Saylor. Now, I don't know which guy is more excited about this, to be very honest with you. Probably it's not Saylor, but like these two legends are just absolutely insane. You got some photos here as well. I mean, this is great to see. Bukele, obviously an advocate and a pioneer. Oh, Max Kaiser is sitting here as well. Incredible. This is like such a cool table. This is such a cool thing to see. Oh my god, it's insane. Anyway, so this happened. It's actually warmed my heart a little bit. It was really good. We see 1.6 trillion asset bank Barclay buys 131 million worth of Bitcoin. Now here's the thing, Barclay F you. That's what I think about you, to be very honest. Why? Because I remember I've got friends in the UK whose bank accounts got suspended because they were transferring money to Kraken and Coinbase. And, it took them, maybe it was a couple of years ago. It wasn't even like a long time ago. And there is no official shift. There is no official announcement. I just don't think this is the right move to do. Just go out, as Larry Fink said, hey, I was delusional. I didn't know, now I'm here. I'm just, F you, Barkley. Like, that's all I can say. And then I have to talk about this because a lot of people asked me and a lot of people talking about it and what. Guys, I'll tell you honestly what is really happening. I came here to the NFT conference in Paris. And I've been already orange-pilled when it comes to ordinals. Ordinals are inscriptions on Bitcoin network. So imagine, like CryptoPunks, but on Bitcoin. There are a bunch of reasons why this is an innovation. And I'm going to be an advocate basically from today. And I'll tell you all about it later. But I truly believe and know that ordinals are the next big thing. Like, it's not an if, it's a when. Okay? So, and I'm going deep into ordinals, and On-Chain Monkeys I just tweeted this because On-Chain Monkeys is one of the first and most unique collections out there, and I'm gonna acquire one On-Chain Monkey. I talked to Danny, the founder, absolutely insane. Anyway, what I wanted to say about all this is that one of the leading guys are our partners on the channel, OrdinalsBOT, and I met Toby, one of the founders, on the redacted flight. If you watch the vlogs, I actually use OrdinalsBOT. What they do is that they allow you to inscribe things on Bitcoin. And you might be thinking, now, Fefe, you're crazy, and turn off the video, and that's fine, go. But for those of you who actually want to give a 2-second thought to this, it's insane. It's insane. You are able to take a photo of your daughter, of your dog, of whatever, and in 2 seconds, put it on the Bitcoin blockchain, and it lives there forever until the Bitcoin blockchain dies, if it dies. Imagine that. It's not an Amazon server. How many of you had photos on MySpace? A lot of you. I had photos, and fucking 𝗙𝗛𝗙, what the hell was the name of that platform? MySpace. Like, a lot of you. Where are those photos, bruv? I don't know. Well, they're lost on their servers. If you put something on the Bitcoin blockchain, it's there forever because it's a distributed ledger technology. All the nodes hold that photo on chain in the ledger. It's insane. Anyway, so OrdinalsBOT, what they do, they're partners on the channel. You're able to launch your own collection on there in 2 seconds. So this is how the platform goes. You can literally just click on launch a collection, and then you can pick a photo that you want to upload, and you can simply inscribe anything, details, text, code. So yesterday the guys were blowing my mind. They were like, we spent a lot of time with the OrdinalsBOT guys out here, and they were blowing my mind on the fact that you can build mini games on Bitcoin, bro. That's on Bitcoin. It's crazy. Anyway, so what I wanted to say as well, that we have a collection on Trio. So Trio is their marketplace, and they're so awesome that we have a vlog. If you're not familiar with the vlog, well, I think that's a problem. You should be. There's a link in the description. It's called the $1 Billion Hustle. I share with you everything I do, how I build the $1 billion empire, coming from nothing. So you see the process. We already like 30 episodes in, almost 24 episodes in. Every single week an episode comes out. This is something I would definitely not miss. It's for motivation. You see how we do things. I am very transparent. And we have launched an NFT collection for each episode. It's not for sale. You can't buy it. We will just give it away for community members who like the shows, comment on the $1 Billion Hustle. We will have meetups and whatever. But what I wanted to say is that we did this using OrdinalsBOT, and this is literally on chain. Like what you see here, it's on the Bitcoin blockchain. There is no servers, no nothing, no pointing, no IPFS, nothing. It's on the Bitcoin blockchain forever. Okay. Anyway, so we did that. They have a token as well. I'm gonna insanely load up. I know for a fact that there's massive things coming. Obviously, do your own research, but I can tell you that this is gonna be an incredible project. I'm grateful to have them on as partners. Go and check them out. Really go and check them out. There's a link in the description. That's it, guys. I'll keep you posted. If you're out here in the NFT conference and you see me, come and say hi. I would love to chat to you. And just please be smart about everything. Do not rush into high leverage longs. Do not go crazy. Make sure that you understand what you're doing, and you have time. You have time. It's not about your timing the market. It's about your time in the market. Guys, truly appreciate it. You can check out these 2 videos as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and come back every single day. I do these shows on here to update you. Make sure to follow me on X. I can update you there. Check out the vlog and check out all our partners in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching. Truly appreciate you, and I believe I'll see you in the next one. Take care.